getting back into this mentality to where strength comes from, the ability within. There are times where challenges are going to come your way. Things are going to ask you what you're made of and how you are going to move forward, what it's going to take inside of yourself, what it takes to overcome challenges. And when you utilize your ability, when you utilize your mentality, the challenges that you face off against, they become a lot easier. And you will start to heal, you will start to grow, you will start to find ways to use your gifts, your talents in different ways. One of the things that I have found that has helped me to grow is to adapt towards the things that are meant for me. Adapt towards the things that will let me find myself and let me grow closer to that journey, that great thing that we call this life, and building a community of people that believe in positive and negative forces, that believe in energy, and that believe in the purpose within ourselves. See, what
Why are you locking me up?
Challenges you face off against require you to do is find yourself in ways that they will have worth and have value. What it means to be within yourself, what does it mean to find yourself and just find self-purpose. And this is the reason why I ask this question every day. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation, is it meditation, is it inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And each day that I get in front and I sit down and that I get on here and that I set up the parts of who I am to utilize the gifts within, I'm reminded that this journey is more than just about ourselves. It's about this great path that we're on, this great purpose, this great journey. And one of the things I want to talk about today is that society doesn't necessarily teach us how to break down walls. We have things called walls and we have things called ceilings. And understanding the universe, understanding the challenges that we have inside of the universe, the positive and the negative forces, doesn't necessarily teach you how to break down those barriers. When you face off against challenges in a way in which you start to overcome them, when you start to face off against challenges that other people would say are impossible, that's when amazing dreams start to become available. And they start to find a way, they start to sneak into your life and into your being and into your purpose. And they don't stop there. They manifest a future for you. They'll manifest a future within your being. And then once you start to find a way to use your life track path, when you start to find a way that you will start to overcome your challenges, it's only then that you start to see what your life track path has purpose in. And one of the hardest challenges that one can face off against is understanding what's not meant for your life track path, understanding the path that goes within, the path that builds character, that builds purpose, that builds the ability inside of oneself to grow. And a lot of the times when you're growing, we don't see the ability to overcome our challenges. We see what other people want us to see. When you look inwards, when you truly start to look at the path that you're on, and you start to ask yourself the questions that nobody else will, the questions that nobody else has the capability to come up with the answers, that's when you have to look inwards. And the ability to break down those kind of walls, the ability to break through those kind of barriers, those kind of challenges that would challenge the mind, challenge the ability to ask yourself the questions from within yourself. See, when I'm on video, when I'm in the ability, when the challenges that would have stopped me in the past no longer have the ability to stop me, when those people are telling you, no, don't continue, no, don't start yourself back up, don't start your videos. See, the part within ourselves starts to open up, you know. We always want to look at the one who continued when nobody else would. We want to look at the one who will not stop when other people give up. We want to look at the one who is going to truly succeed once they've succeeded. Now, do we look inside of ourselves for the answers? Do we look inside of ourselves for the solution? What kind of solution do you get when you look inwards? Are you unhappy with your external being? Are you at peace? Is your wealth or your mentality in place? Is your being in a place where no matter the challenges you're facing off against, you're overcoming your challenges? And this is what the mentality of focusing is about. It's about finding the ways to find yourself, finding the place inside of oneself. And honestly, sometimes in life it's not easy. Sometimes in life, those kind of challenges are going to say to you, I'm not sure if you have the possibility. You have to look inwards for it. You have to look at what does it mean to focus? What does it mean to continue? I'm looking here at my podcast, and I have 180 podcasts, and what little milestones, 1,270 people, a small audience of 4, what content, what ability, what mentality do you want to manifest? What kind of place of focus and of purpose do you want to have? And that's where we start asking ourselves these types of questions. Yes, you can get kicked down. Yes, things can happen. Yes, there is a time of healing. There's a place of focus. There's a place of discipline. And most definitely, there's a place of balance. But what does it mean? What does all of that mean? What does it mean to be at peace inside and to take a time and a refuge of healing? What does it mean to be in the healing arts and the community of understanding, of mastery within oneself. What does that mean what does that even look like? What does it mean that you're going to continue no matter what the challenges you face off against? See, when I'm looking for a way to overcome my challenges, when I'm looking for a place, of focus, of discipline, what does that mean? And how can we continue to put the mentality in place to where that becomes a possibility? See, a lot of times what's going to come your way, it's not there to stop you. What will happen is it will come in front of you and ask you what you're truly made of. It will ask you, what can you do? How can you grow? What can you face off against? What can you manifest? And if you continue to not allow the challenges that you face off against to overcome you, you will truly manifest your dreams. I went into the field of sales to learn how to close, to learn how to center oneself in a place of understanding of what it means to assist in the process. We are always on a process of being ourselves. We are always on a place where tomorrow isn't guaranteed, where tomorrow isn't guaranteed to come. And so how do you learn? What do you learn? How do you manifest your dreams? What goals and what being do you seek to become? What being do you seek to manifest that the people around you and the person within you will overcome? And as I continue to put this in place, and I'm reminded by those that have been a part of this life journey that it is a great story, that our life has a great purpose, that we can manifest from within. And the more we learn to heal our being, we learn to heal ourselves, the more self-study starts to become important. The more we end up picking up books, or we end up writing things down, or we end up speaking things out. When your challenges become lighter, then your being, that's when you start to manifest. When your challenges become lighter than your purpose, then you have to look inwards. And so if it's not motivation, if it's not meditation, if it's not inspiration, if it's not one of the three, gives that answer of what does it mean to be within ourselves. It's so awesome, the things that this life will bring to you. It's so awesome, the challenges it will bring, and the ability to find ourselves and to find our purpose. I definitely have been through challenges. I have been through things that have tested the purpose of my complete existence, the purpose of my complete manifestation. And I've come to recognition that we go through evolutions internally, that what we are is ultimately what we manifest, what we utilize on a daily, what we look within for the answers, and that the universe, it yields to the mentality, it yields to the purpose within, that you can overcome your challenges if you look inwards. You can allow the universe that place, and within that purpose, you can find yourself. See, a lot of times we beat ourselves up for the challenges that we're facing off against. We don't look at how sometimes there is a place of rest. There is a time of self-reflection. There's a time of self-understanding, of self-worth and self-purpose. When we use our purpose within ourselves, the challenges that we face off against, we will overcome. And when we look inwards for that place of understanding, when we start to use the knowledge that we have acquired, use the knowledge which you have inside of yourself, you can manifest greatness in your life. And so when knowledge becomes sufficient that the challenges that we face off against no longer have place or purpose, then we have to grow. Then you have to ask yourself this question that I did as well. Is this the place that I want to be? Am I able to grow in that space? Am I able to humble my being to allow this process? And there are times when that answer is going to be no. There are times when that answer is going to be you have to track your own path. And the lone wolf learns its path. The lone wolf leads its path. The lone wolf grows from within itself and understands its path. And when you become that lone wolf, when you become the one who's within you, when you use your gifts, your talents, your purpose, your ability, it will truly test you for what you're worth. It will test you for your ability to open up. It will test you for your ability to sit in front and to read from within yourself what it means to be you. And if we look inwards for the answers, if we look inwards for the purpose, it's so amazing how 3 years ago I was doing energy readings. It's so amazing how 3 years ago I was asking this question. I do hope that you all have a blessed day. As always, namaste.